What's cracking, YouTube? It's your boy coming through once again. It's not that late tonight. I've decided to come on a little later or a little earlier. My bad. I started drinking already. And so I decided to come on a little earlier tonight, hang out with some peeps, maybe get a little bit more of an audience than just a couple of people. Um, I appreciate everybody who comes by and hits the likes. It gives me some of their time and some of their love. I appreciate all that. And I just try to come on here and be myself and give you my opinion on what's going on in Raider Nation today. And in Raider Nation today, we got more stuff like any other day, right? There's always something new. We got Max Crosby going on X with a little interview. I don't know how to take it. I don't know if it sounds like he wants to be traded because, he wants to win. And if he ain't winning, then he wants to go somewhere that is. Pretty much is what I gathered from it. So I don't know. If he stays, he stays. If he goes, he goes. I mean, nothing above the shield. No player above the shield. Some people like it. Some people don't. We do what we do. And, I don't really want to see him go. But if he's got to go, he's got to go. There's nothing we could do. I don't want somebody to be here who don't want to be here. I mean, what do you need that? You don't need that headache. Then he starts devaluing himself and he becomes a cancer. I don't know, kind of like Davante Adams. Maybe he watched what Davante Adams is doing. Maybe he wants to follow suit. I don't know. I hope he ain't. But, I mean, we're going to find out here in a little bit. All we could do is hurry up and wait. See what he says. See what he's going to do. And that's all we can do. Now, hopefully he comes out and puts out his effort. And we look good. And this week is we play the Lambs. It is what it is. They're beat up, but it is what it is. We should be all right. We should be able to handle it, but we'll see. I don't really know. I mean, that's why we play the game, but hopefully we can put a beat down on the Lambs this week and reclaim Los Angeles, because that's our fucking city, motherfuckers. You guys were good in the 70s and still couldn't get it done. You guys had Fred Dryer and shit. I don't know if you guys ever watched this TV program called Hunter back in the 80s. Well, Fred Dryer was like the lead character detective or LA cop or whatever on that show, and he was a defensive player. I think maybe a defensive end on the Lambs in the 70s. He was a good player too. That Lambs team in the 70s was actually pretty good. So I ain't going to clown on them, but they were never as good as the Raiders were, ever. That's obvious because we won the Super Bowl. And they didn't. What up, D Menace? Good to see you, brother. Yeah, I'm smoking up right now. Got a little bubble hash. Got a little runts. Got a little eggnog and Hennessy in my cup. Raiders all day. You know how I do it. And this is from a game. That's a game cup. I brought back from a game in either 98 or 2003. It's one of those. Oh, 2000 or 2003, excuse me. Yep. What you all about tonight, guys? You hanging out? What up, Robert Pena? Good to see you. Glad you could come by. I came on early tonight, hoping to check you out. Some red eye, huh? All right, nice. Never heard of it, but it sounds like fire. How you doing, Robert Pena? So you're gonna do the Carlin thing, the George Carlin thing? You ain't voting? I don't blame you. I don't think it's going to get us anywhere either. The system's so fucking corrupt, it doesn't even matter. They've already figured out who it's. It's just like the NFL. That shit's rigged too. They already know who's going to win the election. It's the same people. That's why they put up to the same people. Here's something wild. Did you guys hear that the DOJ just passed some shit that the U.S. military, when helping the police, can come and fucking now can shoot and kill you? Has literally the permission to come and kill you. Yeah, good thing you don't need any penicillin. That's just mold. Definitely don't want that. But yeah, it's crazy to me that the DOJ just thinks, yeah, we're just going to pass something that says the military can kill you. No, dude, the Constitution says the military can't even be active on U.S. soil. That's why when they did the Ruby Ridge and the Waco, Texas thing, I was like, what's going on? That's against the Constitution. The military and the CIA and the U.S. military, any part of the U.S. military, was not supposed to be deployed on U.S. citizens at all, ever. No, but it's, we're over there messing around where we shouldn't be messing around, Robert Pena. And we're gonna, if they decide to launch, a couple hundred missiles at our carriers out there, they ain't gonna be able to stop them, dude. They'll all get sunk. And that's what I don't think the U.S. military realizes, dude. Like, we're vulnerable sitting out there. Like, Iran could easily send a couple hundred missiles over there, and that's what they're doing to Israel. Like that Iron Dome, that ain't gonna work, dude. They just throw so many missiles at it, they can't target them all. They just get rained on. There's not you can't stop it, dude. It's like what is that, 300? You seen that movie 300 where they launch all the arrows and he says, you will have to fight in the shadows or whatever. Our arrows will block out the light. And he said, we'll fight in the shadows. Well, that's kind of what it's like when Iran launched all those missiles the other day. Well, they always they ain't trying. They just pass the thing, dude, because they know, like, so if something happens, they need. Why would the U.S. military need to come out and assist the police? What's going on with that? What are they planning that they think that they need to roll the military out when the U.S. military has the right to kill U.S. citizens? That sounds like something China would do. It sounds like we're in China or we're in Venezuela or some shit, bro, or Russia. That don't sound like the United States to me. Habeas corpus or something, I think it's called. I'm not sure what it's called, but I mean, Navy vet would know. I don't know where Navy vet is right now, but I think it's habeas corpus or something is what it's called. They are not allowed to use the U.S. military on domestic soil, unless on U.S. citizens. Like, if we're in a war or whatever, then yeah, but they can't use it at war with our own citizens. We pay for that shit. How are you going to use our own equipment on us? But there already are anyway. Who we bullshitting? Yeah, well, yeah, well, I'm telling you, the more Israel keeps messing around, the more they're going to keep finding out. I mean, what they're really trying to do right now, Robert Pena, is they're trying to get us sucked into that. They want us to go over there and fight that war. They want our sons and daughters, they want our American kids to go over there and fight their war. No, thanks. I'm good. I'm good with sending them money. I'm good with sending them anything, backing them in any kind of way. I'm with just leaving them there. They went on this full-on rampage attack and committing genocide on people. You know, we can't be a part of that. I don't want any part of that. We've already been doing that all over the Arab nations, Iraq, Pakistan. You know, what are we doing, dude? Like, we think they're the problem. They ain't the problem. We're the problem. We're over there putting our nose in everybody's business, committing coups, overthrowing governments, installing our guys, blowing up people so we can get government contracts to our friends so they can go and build the country up. It's retarded. That's what we do. We blow countries up so we can and throw a coup, put our guy in there, and then we give all the contracts to rebuild the guys up. It's the stupidest shit ever. And meanwhile, the American people pay for this, but we never get any of the fruits. We never get any of the loot. We don't get no booty. We pay for it. It's like buying a hooker and never getting any head or any ass. We're paying for it, but we don't get no booty. Where's the spoils of war at? That's supposed to come back. That's supposed to, come back and be part of what funded the war. But we don't get that. They just consume. They're like, no, we just got to keep going into debt. In fact, we want you to borrow money so we can print it, so you can pay interest on it first and then send it to Israel. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking shit, I'm telling you, dude. Shit is crazy to me. Like, our whole foreign policy is the only foreign policy in the world that gives gives our money away to other countries. You see what's going on in North Carolina? You see what's going on? You see any other country sending billions of dollars to help us? But we got to be the first country in the world to print off a shitload of money and get an interest debt to send to other countries. Like, how stupid do Americans have to be to understand what's going on, dude? We're running the whole show. We're paying for everything. The UN, all of that. We're paying for all of that shit. It's all of our shit. We have to constantly be in a state of war because our fucking industrial military complex is the only way it knows how to make money. Without that, there's no reason to make weapons if there's no war. No reason to make weapons. What do we got to make weapons for? It's like this we spend 10 times more on the top five. We spend more money than the top five other countries combined on our U.S. military deficit every year. Like, let that sink in. We're spending trillions of dollars on this shit for what? We're gonna run the world. No, we're not gonna run the world, dude. We're over there sitting there vulnerable with our pants down, waiting for Iran to fucking fuck our shit up. Because all they got to do is say, oh, you know what? We're going to send a couple hundred missiles out there. You can't stop them. You're going to get fucked up. Can't do it. They're hella vulnerable to air-to-ship missiles, land-to-ship missiles. They're hella vulnerable sitting out there. They were out there last week hitting them with the Patriot missiles from the ships, trying to help Israel protect the Iron Dome. And we're over there helping them commit this genocide with our weapons and our money. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, they're literally they're doing exactly to the Palestinian people as what the Nazis did to them. But it's all right because they're not wearing a swastika. They're wearing a Star of David. You know what I'm saying? It's hilarious to me. They're doing the same tactics. They're doing the same shit. And our fucking government is committed to these dudes. 95% or more of our government officials, Congress, Senate, President, all of their cabinet, all of these people, they're dual citizens to Israel. That's why they're Israel first. They're Jews. It's not hard to figure out. Trump's a Jew too. Yeah, we did that shit on purpose. We fucking gave fucking billions of dollars to him. Yeah, because he's an idiot. He wanted to arm them, and then I don't know if you seen him the other day, Robert Pena, but they actually had a parade. Somebody actually went over there and taught him how to fly and work all of our shit. I wonder who that could have been. Like, this shit is hilarious, dude. You just think they learn how to fly all of our shit? No, dude. Someone had to teach them. I mean, it's not hard to figure out, dude. We're over there running the conflict. We're over there paying the proxy war with Ukraine, right? The only difference, we don't have any bodies on the ground, but we're funding it. Russia knows we're funding it. We're giving them weapons, all of that stuff. What do you think the United States would do if we were at war with somebody and Russia was feeding them weapons? What do you think we would do? I think we would try and nuke them, right? It would be all out war if we were doing that. It'd be how dare they do that? But we could do that shit, and we're supposed to be okay with it. Yeah, I watched that. Yeah, she's hilarious, but yeah, she don't make no sense either. She talks in circles. She ain't gonna get anything done. She's just gonna do another 4 more years of what we've already got. These guys want 16 years out of the last 20 years of just straight communism, socialism. Just the policies that they're passing, everything that they're passing is just showing all communism. Like, look at California. We're not going to let you have gas cars after 2035. We've made that decision. No, you made that decision. The California people want gasoline cars, you jackass. So I don't know how these guys just think like they're our dads and shit, our parents. You're gonna do what we tell you to. Get the fuck out of here, yo. I don't know how the fuck he didn't get recalled, man. I don't know how we didn't get his ass the fuck out of here. That's how I know this whole fucking thing is set up. He don't even want people to show ID to vote in California. Tell me that's not supporting voter fraud right there. No, you can just come and vote. You ain't even got to show your ID. Like, you can register. The funny thing about California, when you go get your driver's license, which they gave all these people, it asks you right there, what do you want to be? Do you want to vote? I'm sure they didn't like the question out for them. What do you want to be? You want to be a Democrat? You want to be a Republican? Independent? Green Party? It's yada, yada, yada. I mean, that's what they do. That's what California's been doing that since the fucking 90s. They've been voting in our elections out here. It's nothing new. It's crazy to me that no one even upset about it. These guys just let, like, seriously, 12 to 15, maybe even 18 million people into this country. They just basically emptied their fucking prisons on us. Like, you guys ever seen Scarface? Like the 1981 Cuban crisis in Florida? Yeah, that's basically what they just did over here. And that's exactly what they done. They went and released everybody, flushed their prisons out, let all their violent pedophile fuckers loose on us. And we're supposed to be all right with it. And our government's giving them fucking EBT cards and paying for hotel rooms of $500 a night and shit in New York, right outside Times Square and shit. Why everybody else is starving? You got people dying down there in North Carolina. They're like, well, that money didn't come from the emergency fund. That came from some other fund. No, it came from the emergency fund. You guys spent it all up on the illegal aliens, and now there's nothing for the U.S. citizens. And you want to be in charge again. And people want to vote for these fucks. Like this fucking system is. I don't understand why people aren't even fucking upset. These people are supposed to be for democracy, right? But they commit a coup on Joe Biden, kick him out, and then where's the democratic process to pick Kamala Harris? I thought they were up for democracy. I thought they were all about democracy. Where did that go? Where was the vote on that? Did anybody get a vote and a choice on who they wanted to run? Sounds pretty democratic to me, don't it? Yeah, well, fucking A. Definitely. They're the ones running the border. They wanted, the thing they wanted to pass was that they're upset that Trump and the Republicans didn't go along with, is they wanted to allow at least 5,000 immigrants in a day before calling it an emergency. And so what they would do is like they're doing right now, they're going to let 4,995 in every day until somebody makes a mistake on accident, and then it goes over 5,000, and then they won't allow any more in that day. Like, what is that? That's like agreeing to saying, yeah, it's great, come on over. 5,000 a day can come in illegally, no problem. It's just crazy. Like, and people are all right with what's going on. We're just like sitting around complacent. These guys are just destroying the apple. They're like worms inside the apple, eroding it from the inside out. These guys have passed policies. They've done everything that they can to empower themselves. But the funny thing is, they got everybody thinking that this is a country. It ain't a country. This is a corporation. Go look it up. It's the corporation of the United States. It's not the United States of America. It's the corporation of the United States of America. That was incorporated in 1924 or 1927. So, yeah, this is a corporation. Why do you think you got a social security card? That's your bank account number. We're traded like cows on the stock market, dude. But yeah, there's all kinds of crazy shit going on. These guys want to start a nuclear war and shit. Ain't no one winning in that. No one's winning in any of this. Like, you know why we're in Ukraine, right? Here, I'm going to break it down to you why we're in Ukraine. Because Ukraine has 12 or 13 trillion dollars in natural resources. And if you go watch stupid, what's his name, Senator Graham, he talks about, well, we can't let Russia have that. Who are we to say who could have it and who can have it? If Russia goes over there and takes it from them, then that's Russia's. How are we supposed to say, oh, well, they can't have it? Well, if they can't have it, then maybe we should go over there ourselves and take it from them then. Why are we paying for it and they're not going to get anything out of it? Like, are you just going to try to sneakily steal the $13 trillion in resources and not tell the American people about it? Because that's what set this whole war up anyway. Zelensky's stupid ass is just a CIA plant. We put him there too. We threw a coup over there in 2014 and put him in there, and he wants to join NATO. Well, Russia's like, no, dude, you're imposing on our territory. That would be like Russia planting missiles over in Cuba again, right? You know why they did that is because they put them outside of Russia and East Germany. We put nukes there, and they're like, no, we're going to put them over here then. Like everything we do, there's a counterbalance to, and then they don't report on what we're doing that made those people do what they do. What up, G? G, how you doing? Hope you're having a good night. I was hoping you'd come by. I started a little earlier tonight so you wouldn't be on your way to bed. But yeah, like the end prophecies, like Nostradamus. Good, good, good. This whole Middle East thing about somebody, starting the Third World War or the nuclear war or whatever. Yeah, that seems to be coming true right now. I mean, Israel's doing everything they can to provoke this shit, and I think the Biden administration is trying to go along with it so they can hit a state of emergency and postpone the election and not even have an election, and just we're going to just keep control because they know they're going to lose, and I don't know how they can't. I don't know how they think they're not going to lose. Everybody in the world, they showed the statistics the other night, like 79% of America doesn't approve of what's going on, and I'm definitely part of that 79%. This country's going the wrong way. It's been going the wrong way for the last 20 years. 22 years. But yeah, what else is cracking with y'all? What y'all up to tonight? Chilling, watching TV, doing the do. I've just been watching videos and chilling with my dog, taking care of my mom. But yeah, I don't know, man. We're just living in crazy ass times right now. Yep, just like the Raider Nation. Yeah, right on, right on, Robert. Yeah, I'm gonna be around for about another half hour or so, maybe another hour or so. I don't know. We're gonna see how it goes, see what's cracking, see how everything goes. I don't know. Depends on how many people want to hang out. You're gonna get a receipt, huh? They're gonna give you a receipt for your vote. Interesting. That's crazy. I might just mail my shit in. I don't know if I'm gonna go to the poll. I usually don't do the voting machine. I usually just go up and mark the little boxes with the pen and shit, and then I bounce. I'm definitely that prop. I'm definitely getting rid of this prop 40 shit. I want to reverse that shit. We got to get rid of that. We got to reverse this $950 minimal felony shit. We got to crack that shit back down to $250. We got to start cracking the whip on these guys. This whole social program that they're doing right now, this little social justice program that these guys are that we're doing in the great state of California, is because this is the only place in the United States that they have this full on Democratic majority. So when Gavin Newsom goes to the G20s and he goes to the all these other places and the financial summit and Davos and all this shit, they go over there and tell them, and they tell him what kind of policies they want to induct. And then he comes back to California and he brings it out, and then they pass it, and then we have it. All these ideas are coming from those idiots, dude. We're letting people like Klaus Schwab and all these and Soros, people that aren't even elected, are running our country. What's the WHO doing? Why they got to say on what's going on? What's any of these people? None of these people were elected by us, but yet we got to listen to them. They don't. Who the fuck are they? Who's the World Economic Forum? Who are they? They're just a bunch of rich people trying to tell us how to live. They're trying to scope the way we're going to live. They're trying to They're trying to get the narrative the way they want us to live. Fuck them. Who are they to run the narrative? Who are we to have to listen to them? They know better because they're rich. That's what they think too. They think they're better than us because they got a lot of money. You should have to listen to us because we have all the money. And with us, you would have nothing. Your money is made from paper, bro. It's worth nothing. It's bullshit. You're not fooling me. Oh shit, that's crazy, G. Yeah, well, there's supposed to be like a limit on how long you're supposed to wait in line to vote. I think it's like I think it's like 20 minutes or something. Yeah, I don't trust those machines. I think they can be hacked. I'm always skeptical on any of this technology. I don't like any of that. Just keep it simple, man. Put some paper in a box and let them count it. It doesn't have to be rocket science. Run it past the scanner, run it, and then it automatically counts it. It knows whether it's Harris or Trump, and it counts itself. I don't know. I don't know how much easier it could get. It doesn't have to be rocket science. Yeah, well, they want to make it a hassle. They want to make it a hassle when they know they ain't gonna win. Oh damn! They're gonna be having you put in hella work. What are you volunteering, G? You a volunteer at the voting thing? You go hang out at the voting table and shit, give people pencils and directions. What up, Captain? What you doing, Rafa? Surprised you're awake right now. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool, G. Right on. That sounds like fun. So how long are you there? Are you there for like 8 or 10 hours or what? You there all 12 hours? They got you there 16 hours? Is it just, you just do a quick little 4 hour shift or something? Your boy always likes that I voted pin and shit. Boop. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I just. All right. Right on, Rafa. Thanks for coming by, giving me a like, saying what's up. I appreciate you. Have a good evening. Don't be sending no weird pics to fucking anybody's wives. You're doing too much sometimes, man. You're doing too much. You're a funny guy, though. You're a funny guy, Rafa. This guy's doing too much. Yeah. All right, cool. The register clerk, huh? So you like being a clerk better? Yeah, I like I like being in control too. Gee. Yeah, there is hella shit to do. You gotta definitely be telling people what to do. You gotta have everything. You gotta have everything planned out. Everything has its place. Everything's got to go where it needs to go. Yeah, the greeter. Yeah, I had when I go. There's a few girls at the table where I go, and I guess one asked. Well, they won't be asking for my ID now, but one would ask for my ID, and then one would ask, give me a pen, and the other one would give me my shit. I don't blame you. Yep. What else is going on? Yeah, we got a whole lot of nothing going on. All right. What up, Australia? How you doing, Johnny? Good to see you, man. Haven't seen you in a minute. Yeah, pretty much. Yep, yep. How's things going over there, Johnny? How's things going? You doing all right? Haven't seen you in a minute. I usually come on a little later, so I don't know if you're usually busy or you're at work. Yeah, yeah, I'm doing pretty good, man. I've just been pretty much hanging out, taking care of my mom and stuff, bro. Um, making sure she fell and broke her hip a couple of months ago, and so I pretty much got to help her in and out of bed right now. Just pretty much back in bed. I got to help her pick her leg back up, but she's doing her physical therapy and stuff, so hopefully I won't have to do that too much longer. It is what it is. Sometimes I get frustrated, man, because it's like she's like laying in bed and she's like, turn the light out. And I'm like, it's right there. And she's just too lazy she's even too lazy to reach it. I'm like, come on, man. I told her tonight, I said, right now I feel like you're taking advantage of me. She's like, no, I love you. I'm like, yeah, I know, but you can turn the light on, but you can't turn it off. Well, I try to be, G. Sometimes it's frustrating, you know? Oh, shit. Crime rate has jumped up. 90% big tobacco war. 90% of stores burned down in 2 months. Wow. What's crazy is well, you guys have guns, but you can't use guns in self defense, can you? I mean, you guys got hunting rifles anyway, right? You got SKSs at least? Or you don't have any semi automatic weapons? Damn, bro, that's crazy, bro. I feel for you, bro. I hella feel for you, bro. That's crazy, man. Yeah, they want to do the same over here, bro. They want to they are. They turned all of our major cities into giant fucking crazy fucking human feces living centers, bro. It's crazy. San Francisco, Oakland's like it's like a fucking. It used to be bad too, but it was it's way worse than it's ever been right now. Yeah, centuries. Oh yeah, yeah. You ain't the only one. Gee, I'm thinking about for real. Thinking about going to the corner of with the four corners of I think it's Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and like Nevada or something. I don't know, but I want to go to the farthest part of Idaho I can go. The furthest south part of Idaho I could go. Yeah, yeah. Well, they're trying to do it. They're definitely doing something, Johnny. Hopefully, stock up on food and gas, bro. What he means by that, G, is like I was talking about earlier. They're going to want us to eat bugs and like it. We're going to own nothing, eat bugs and like it. That's what their claim to fame is going to be for us. That's what they want to do. That comes from Klaus Schwab. And these guys, whether it's the Bilderbergers, whether it's the uh, Council of Foreign Relations, these guys, these guys, those are the people that are really running shit. Those are telling, that's who tells the president what to do. The president is, like I told you, he's just a CEO. He ain't got any power. He ain't got no power. It's a joke. That's why Trump is so good at this shit, because it's just a giant TV show. It's just wrestling. It's no different than what was that? Fucking You're Fired. Can't remember what the name of that stupid show was. Oh, I know, Johnny. $250 a gallon? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. No, gee, that's $250 a gallon, not two. No, there's no decimal point in there though, G. It just says 250. But yeah, you might be right. But I think it's probably already that. I think it's already that high there. I don't know. Johnny's going to have to clarify for us. I don't know anywhere in the United States gas is 250. I think I'm paying like $5 right down the street minimum. It's crazy right now. So that's the other thing Biden's done. He's also used up all of our oil reserves, sold them all off. It's literally just destroyed everything. They literally just destroyed their whole country in 12 years. Everybody's like, yeah. It's going to take more than 4 years to put this shit back together. What's funny to me is that they got a term limits for the president of the United States, but not for Congress, not for the Senate. The governor they do though. $250 a gallon over there. Wow. God damn. That's cheap as fuck. I'm paying twice that here and plus a little bit. That's hella crazy. That's hella crazy. That's hella cheap. $1.30 in Australia. Okay. US. And that ain't too bad. I wish it was $1.30 here. Shit, your boy'd be rolling his marrow all day, every day. Yeah. Well, they don't want them to step down because they want to get their agenda passed, and they can't get. And everybody that's coming in new, they have to buy. They've already got these guys paid off. They want to get as much. That's why we call them rhinos, because they've been in there forever. That's what they're basically. What that was Dianne Feinstein. You know who was Feinstein's caretaker? Was Nancy Pelosi's daughter. And they reel her in there and they tell her what to vote on. Yep, they are. You ain't lying, Johnny. It's the Wizard of Oz, yo. It's the Wizard of Oz. Pull it back. Who's running them? Who's running them? Who's running them is the Council of Foreign Relations. Really, the Rothschilds. You know, in their banking schemes. You know, like I said, Council of Foreign Relations. There's multiple of these multiple factions that are all in cahoots and that are telling our elected officials what to do. And our elected officials are doing what they're told and then putting it on us. Like, how's that? Where does it? You must listen to us. Are they our gods and shit? Yeah, yeah, she is. She's Gruesom's aunt. They're all part of the Yeti family and all this other shit. They're the guy. Look up the four families of California. They're all and all of the Browns, the Yetis, or the Gettys with a G, and there's a couple of more. Newsom's family and someone else. But yeah, I used to know them all by heart. Well, crypto, bro. Crypto only works if the computer works. It's not money. You don't have it in your hand. If the internet closes down, you can't cash it out. It's only good if the computer's on, bro, and the bank. You know what I'm saying? If there's no internet, there's no computer. You got no fucking money. It's a scam. The real money on the planet, dude, isn't cash. You should know this, Johnny. It's gold and silver. You come from Australia. You guys are all about gold, right? You got Perth, isn't it Perth or something? Yeah. You should be all about gold, bro. Get rid of that green money. If you got any money that you're saving in a savings account or anything like that in your bank account, cash that shit out. Get some gold or silver. Put that shit in a solid commodity. Yep, and there you go. Johnny knows what I'm talking about. That's God's money. That's real money. They can't make more of that. That's why they want and got paper, because they can print as much paper as they want. It's not backed by anything. That's why I said they just create this shit out of thin air. They're like, yeah, we're just going to print a few $1 trillion today. They're not printing shit. They're just typing it into the computer and hitting enter. It's just coming out of thin air. They don't have the assets to be loaning us this money, and they expect us to pay this from out of nowhere money interest. Get the fuck out of here. And we're fucking dumb enough to keep doing it. Like the tax money, people think our taxes pays for the government. It don't. That's why our government's broke. Our government don't get any money from our taxes. That goes to the direct interest for all the money that they print every year to the Federal Reserve Bank. And then that goes to the Vatican, and then there's the other ones. Hold on a second. It's I can't remember the other. Begins with a J, and it's not Jews. Um, Jehovah's, or not Jehovah, but it's like a Jehovah. I can't remember the name. Hold on. Um, Jesuits. That's what it is. The Jesuits. So the money goes to the Jesuits, and then it goes to the Vatican. That's where your tax money goes every year. Just so you all know. And don't go to the government at all. Our government brings in drugs and cocaine and all this shit and does all of this shit to run black operations, has turned our country into a bunch of dope fiends so they can continue to do what they do. Yeah, I know it does, Johnny. It's its own. That's where Rome went. Rome is the Vatican. Right on, G. Thanks for coming by, hitting the like button, spending some time with your boy. And you have a good night. And hopefully, I'll see you on Sunday night. I'll be on maybe late, maybe earlier. I'm not sure. You have a good night and have a great day at work tomorrow. Yep. But yeah, Johnny, right now your shit's over in turmoil. Our shit's going to be in turmoil too in a minute. Like I was talking about earlier, maybe you weren't here when I was talking about it, but the Department of Justice just said it's okay for the military to open fire on us and kill us. So that's pretty interesting. So I guess they're kind of, I guess if they think that if Trump loses or whatever, there's some kind of insurrection or some kind of protest or whatever, I guess they think they're going to have the right to just roll on out the machine guns and mow us down like they do in China. Yeah, exactly, Johnny. Look it up search it on YouTube when we get off or whatever, dude. I swear to God, it's all over the news. They just passed it like a couple weeks ago. Not too many people are talking about it though. If they're assisting the police, they're allowed to shoot to kill, which is crazy. I couldn't believe it. I'm thinking, well, you're not even supposed to be having the military doing shit in our country. So I don't know what you're talking about helping the police. What would they be helping the police be doing? Would they be helping the police possibly go door to door to confiscate guns, or and assist in that and disarming the U.S. citizens? I mean, what are they talking about doing here? They have and they're talking about any kind of it's not even emergency, it's a disturbance, any kind of disturbance. So that's pretty bland, right? That's a broad scope of when they can have the right to kill you. Yeah, just a little disturbance. Well, shit. That means they can pretty much come and kill us for anything. So yeah, let that sit in. Let that sit in for a little bit. Like they want to really kill us with their own, like, wow, their own with their own military, their own weapons. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Johnny. I know. I've been knowing. It's definitely coming. I'm the I'm a little bit ahead of the game. I'm not fully prepared, but I know what's going on. I've been keen to these jackasses and their bullshit games since like '98. They got me one time. Then after that, I woke up. I was like, this is a bunch of bullshit. It's always a bunch of BS. I don't know why people even believe politicians. They're fucking natural born liars. They're worse than lawyers. They actually are pretty much are lawyers. They're liars. All they do is lie. You can't believe one word that comes out of any of their mouths. Used to be able to tar and feather these fucking guys. Yeah, well, I think they might be trying to set up the election. Who knows? Maybe they're gonna set up the same hockey puck shit they had going on with Biden in 2020. Maybe maybe that chart will pop up again out of nowhere. Well, yeah, you never know. Start pulling shit in at 3 in the morning when everybody's sleeping. Between 2 and 3 in the morning, we're gonna roll in some shit. We're gonna go ahead and bring out the van full of a big old van full of ballots and just start running them through. No one will know. Next thing you wake up, Biden's won the election. Look at this. I don't know if anybody's ever can read a chart, but there's never been a chart like that I've ever seen in my whole life. One time and one time only I've ever seen a financial chart look like that. And it was in 2020. You'll never see anything like that again. Go look at it if you know how to read a chart. That shit went from whoop, straight hockey puck. From 1 to 4 in the morning, they just were running like hundreds of thousands of ballots. All Biden. Crazy. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see. But that's neither here nor there. It's just crazy how they try to dupe us. Because that's what they think people are stupid. Yeah, but what's done in the dark will come in the light, bro. That's just what it is. Evil is afraid of the light. That's why these guys are fighting. That's why they're doing everything they can to stay in power. They know that they're about to lose. You've seen how they acted in 2016 when they lost. They couldn't stand to not have the power. For 4 years they ran with stupid ass rhetoric that made no sense and was all just found out to be lies. And somehow all these people are still in office. Like they tried to commit a coup and all this shit. Hillary Clinton, all these people, they tried to commit a coup. They were spying on the president of the United States and on his campaign, doing all of this shit. All this illegal wiretapping, all these illegal warrants, and none of them went to jail. Nothing happened. Like, what the fuck is going on? How is there zero consequences for Hillary Clinton destroying her destroying evidence on her server that she ain't supposed to have? That's odd. Oh well, we don't think she deserved. She knew what she was doing. Bullshit. She knew exactly what. That's why she bleached all of her shit. She knew she wasn't supposed to have that shit. She's full of shit, man. These people get away with murder. Literally, you do that shit. Martha Stewart went to jail for insider trading, but yet Pelosi can go home and tell her husband during pillow talk, "Oh, well, you might want to buy this stock tomorrow because I got good information that it's going to be going up." But that's not insider information, right? Like they don't know. They don't make the policies that's going to determine which way the stock's going to go. Like, this is what I'm fucking talking about, dude. And they don't see nothing wrong with it. We're just, I don't make enough from the public. Then you shouldn't have took the job. I should have the right to enrich myself on the information and on the power that I have. And you peasants can't. And that's just too bad. Like, just like the police. If the police can lie to you, you can't lie to the police. How the fuck does that work? It's a crime to lie to the police, but the police got you and your buddy in 2 different rooms, and they're telling you, oh, your buddy's snitching on you right now, and he's telling his buddy the same thing. Oh, he's snitching on you right now. You better snitch on him first. Like, they're fucking lying. They can't. Oh, we got proof. We know we got DNA. We got all this stuff. We got video. They're full of shit, and they're allowed to lie to you to get you to confess. Yeah, they're definitely gonna lie to you. They want a confession. Oh well, maybe it was just an accident. They'll just try to get you to fuck that. Shut the fuck up. That's it. I take the Fifth Amendment. I want a lawyer. Best thing you can do is just shut the fuck up. Nothing you can say is going to get you out of being arrested and going to jail. There ain't nothing that you're going to say. Nothing. Their job is to arrest you and put you in jail. It's the judge's job and the jury's job to figure out whether or not you're going to stay in jail or not. Yeah, well, especially nowadays, like these guys are putting people in jail for memes, bro, out here in the United States of America. We got the First Amendment out here. You can't do shit anymore out here. That's what I'm saying. They've gone full communist. They want to regulate the internet to all these internet independent people, right? Like Mark Dice, Candace Owens. There's a bunch of these independent people, and they want us to be able to censor those people because they want to be able to run the narrative. They can't lie to us, and then independent people be like, yeah, and go along with it. They can't, and more people watch these independent people than they watch the news broadcasts now. So they know that they can't control the narrative anymore. It's over for them. They can't control communications. They can't control the flow of the lies, and they can't handle that. That's why this is why they like that private entity, that 230 exemption or whatever. Well, it's a private company. We're able. It's not a public forum. It's a private entity. It's a private company. Oh yeah, but so you're allowed to just censor me. Where in the First Amendment does it say that because you own a business you're allowed to censor my First Amendment right? I'll wait. Well, it's in my terms and agreement. I get to make my own policy. No, you don't. Not against the Constitution. You don't get to break my constitutional rights when you're doing your shit. I don't know where the fuck these people are from. That's not how it works in America. They got this Project Mockingbird shit going on, pushing this Kamala Harris fucking shit. She's going to be great. She's a DEI hire. She can't even read off the teleprompter. She's just like Joe Biden. When the teleprompter goes down, she don't know what to say. She's got zero policy. She's like, yeah, I want to keep doing the same exact thing I'm doing right now. Well, 79% of the country thinks that's not going to work because they're already not happy right now. So how are you going to win? How are you going to win with a 21% approval rate with where the country is? I don't know how that's going to work. But, they're going to try and figure it out. I'm sure they're going to try and tell us some kind of bullshit. Yeah, that's right, Johnny. That's the best thing you can do. Yep. Because there ain't no way getting out. Yep. Don't answer questions. I don't answer questions, Joe. I get pulled over by the cops. I'll give them my ID. They ask me where I'm coming from. I might tell them their mama's house. Ha ha! I usually tell them none of your business, and I don't answer questions. My car don't smell like weed, and I don't drink, so they can't really fuck with me. If they do, then they're gonna get sued. Because your boy don't do no criminal shit. I'm not about not doing anything like that. That's for damn sure. I'm not a kid anymore, man. I'm too old to be fucking around like that. So we got a probably 40-60 chance of winning this week. We might get some turnovers. We might be able to do something like that. But I think McVay is definitely going to outsmart our coaching staff. I don't even doubt that. I think that's going to be easy. I think that's going to be a cakewalk for him to do. This week isn't going to be that big of a deal. But yeah, I wonder what kind of event they're going to use. What up? What up, Dixon? Yeah, I know it. How you been, man? Everything going good? Yeah, I really like McVay. He's actually one of my favorite coaches right now. McVay, I like to get him, but he ain't. The Rams ain't gonna get rid of that guy. They'd be dumb to get rid of that guy. It's kind of like why the Niners haven't fired Shanahan yet. The Niners haven't fired Shanahan yet because they can't find a good enough coach to replace him. Oh, I'm doing all right, man. Yeah, you hit me with the abbreviation. I had to think for a minute. Yeah, I'm doing all right. Just doing doing what's right, trying to do what's right for the home front. Sometimes you got to take one for the team, bro. Sometimes that's what's got to happen. And my mom took care of me, so I got to take care of her. So it is what it is. And yeah, that's just what I've been doing, man. I've just been taking care of the home life, my dog, my mom. That's all we can do. Just make sure everything's going, everything's copacetic. Other than that, it's just life. Just life. But yeah, I think the Rams definitely got pretty much a decrepit defensive line. We can't stop the run. And yeah, it's just going to be bad. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that, Dixon. I appreciate you. Yeah, I think that it's going to be a crazy ass game. I think if we don't win the turnover battle, there's no way that we're going to. There's no way we're going to win. I think we're definitely going to have to win the turnover battle. We cannot turn the ball over. We're going to have to make them turn the ball over this week, and we're going to have to put up points off of those turnovers. If we don't get any turnovers, we're probably going to lose. Because because I just don't see us stopping the run. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm pulling for the kid. Hopefully, the kid can come in. AOC by what I mean by a kid, he's actually the oldest second year guy in the league. He's like 27 or something. It's ridiculous. He stayed in college for a while. But yeah, hopefully he can come in and not turn the ball over. Maybe he won't throw an interception this game. You know, maybe we'll have a game where nobody throws an interception. I don't know if Minshew had a game where he didn't throw an interception, but it is what it is. Now that we're several weeks in, we can pretty much determine how much worse it can get. We can't get much worse. We can only go up. What do we lose 2 weeks in a row? Gonna win? We're gonna lose 3 weeks in a row. We're gonna go on a straight losing streak. That ain't good. Our ship is sandbarred, man. Our ship is sandbarred right now. And there ain't nothing we can do about it. As fans, we just gotta sit back and watch the Titanic sink. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Maybe it's the Black Pearl. Isn't that Captain Jack Sparrow's ship, the Black Pearl or whatever? I'll have to look that up. Yeah, yeah. It's called the Black Pearl, but it's a fictional ship. Yeah, I thought so. But yeah, I don't know if that's the name of our pirate ship, but our pirate ship is on the fucking sandbar, yo. I thought we were cool, man. I thought last year, at the last part of the year, we had a good finish. I thought we got off to the sandbar. I thought we are going in the right direction. We are cruising, but now all of a sudden we're back on the sandbar again, man. And we got to just hold on. Hopefully, we get a good pick. Hopefully we win a few more games this year. If not, it's going to look bad. I mean, we obviously weren't doing anything with Adams anyway. Are we any better with him? Probably. Are we better without him? Probably not. We'll see. Yeah, well, you're always going to be worse when you have an all pro player leave your roster. But he's getting old. We both wanted to go our separate ways. We wanted to get out of the contract. The Jets gave us an out. We had to take it. Yeah, sometimes I watch college football. Yeah, I watched like Alabama. Yep. Yeah, I watch some of the other teams. Depends on what I feel like watching, who's on. But most of the time, yeah, I just watch Bama. I just watched the Tide roll. We lost to Vanderbilt. I don't know how that fucking happened. First time in 40 years. The last time they beat us was the last time the Raiders won a Super Bowl. How about that? It's crazy. 1984, they was the last time Vanderbilt beat Alabama. Wow. I wonder how much the spread was on that. I wonder how much money that was. I wonder what. I wonder how much money the underdog won on that. Vanderbilt won on that bet. I bet you whoever had Vanderbilt fucking cleaned house on that bet, yo. Cleaned house. Well, he is a legend. He ain't dead yet. He's just saying he's out of the league. Yeah, I agree, yo. I definitely agree. He is a legend, and I like Nick Saban. I like his attitude, but the problem is that people don't want to be coached like that anymore, dude. They don't want to be coached like that, militant. They don't want. They want to come. They want to play like they're in high school. They just want to show up in their flashy ass car and their Jordan sneakers, and they're all fitted up. Or you're like Max, you show up with nothing on because you're showing off your tattoos everywhere you go, and 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 you just want and think that think that gets it done. I don't get it done. I just don't get it. Like that's not how you win, dude. You got to have discipline. You got to you got to have accountability. Right now AP is not holding these offensive coordinator Lou Getzey. He's not holding them responsible. Should go down and fire his ass right now. Should fire him or pull the play calling from a minimal. And he should be cracking the whip on the offensive line coach. I don't know what's going on with that fucking guy, but he fucking sucks nuts. And yeah, well, that's nothing. You should go back and watch Buddy Ryan punch a player. Buddy Ryan punched I think it was a Phoenix Cardinals, punched a Phoenix Cardinals player in the face uh, in the '80s. That was his last coaching job. They kicked him out the league after that. He's an old ass man too. Yeah, these guys they're used to being coddled. That's why they're divas. That's why they're divas, yo. They've been coddled their whole life, and they think whatever they say goes. They're the superstar, and that's that. But your boy's about to pass out. I'm about to go inside, check on some stuff, make sure everything's all good. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate y'all. And once again, go Raiders. And just be thankful for what you got, because not everybody has what everybody has, and be humble and stay positive out there. Have a good night. Have a good day tomorrow. Later.